Okay, so welcome to the next part of our virtual tour Parents' Evening. And we really are so sad that we're unable to meet you in person, but we really hope that this presentation enables you to have all the information that you would normally get if you visited us at school. So these slides and pictures are a selection of things that we would normally share on a parent tour, just to give you an idea of the experiences your child would have at CPS, not only in the early years, but right through up to when they leave us at year 6. So, as you all know, we are part of Cathedral School Trust, and so we work very closely with lots of primary schools and secondary schools, and that brings us lots of benefits. But what is really important to us is what it gives to the school and the values that underpin being part of Cathedral School Trust. One main aim is that we want the best from everyone and that people are really important. So we invest in the people in our community and make sure that the children are able to have fantastic experiences from some very gifted and talented people that work for Cathedral School Trust. The music and arts is really important to us, and we take up lots of opportunities to sing and perform together, and that brings us that opportunity to collaborate and feel that we're doing something better together. And obviously, each school is unique and brings different things to our trust. And that diversity is something that we celebrate to broaden our understanding of each other and our schools. Some of the celebration things that we do involve a concert at the Cathedral for Cathedral School Trust schools. We also have things like a spelling bee competition. We have a sports day joined together. And we really invest in that expertise of the schools and what they bring to the trust. We are obviously we feel very privileged to be in the heart of Bristol and be so close to the Cathedral. We are Cathedral Primary School, so we do have very close links with the Cathedral. Now, you may have heard that we've recently gone through a consultation process within the school community, and the Department of Education has approved for the final stage of the process for Cathedral Primary School to adopt a faith designation and become a Church of England school. This will come into effect from the 1st of December 2020. A strong connection with the Cathedral is that we're able to use this amazing space for events, for example, carol concerts, that we often go on the educational tours there, and we use it as a place of reflection. And this obviously ties in with our strong links that we have with Bristol Cathedral Choir School, who are also Church of England school, as our children, most of our children now feed into the secondary school. So at Cathedral Primary School, our values are really important and they underpin much of the work that we do at the school. We expect our staff to model those values throughout the day, and they are shared by staff to children who are able to show and demonstrate that they understand what the values are. I'd like to think if you stop and ask one of our children, they would all know what the values are. They are thread through our assemblies, our classroom work, and most importantly, our positivity and reward systems are based around these values. We have a very lovely assembly where children are chosen to be an ambassador of a value, and they wear a special badge from the school, and that's something that our children are exceptionally proud of. So our next slide has got some pictures just to demonstrate how we might see some of those values. So resilience, this is a new value that we introduced this year. We recognise it's really important our children need to be resilient learners, but in all aspects of their life, and that word effort that we put into our school life and the attitude they demonstrate throughout the school day needs to be at times that they understand how to be resilient and keep on having a go and having a try of everything that's offered to them. It's a lovely picture there. We used our sport a lot to understand that value with the children. Confidence, so right from when the child starts school at Cathedral Primary School, we try to give them so many opportunities to perform at different levels, and that might just be speaking in a small group or sharing some news with their class or taking part in a performance. So performance is part of our school life at many different levels, and something that we're really proud of is that our children do this without even thinking about it. They seem to have this confidence that is running throughout their time at Cathedral Primary School. Friendship and kindness, we talk a lot about being kind, as how we behave and how we find ways to be helpful and kind each day, and that actually if we're really kind, we'll have good friendships, we'll know how to interact and be nice to each other. So we use that word kind a lot. Respect, this runs throughout our whole curriculum and the ways in which we can do it, but some of the key aspects may be about how they represent school, our school council, our green team, but actually just respecting each other and the diversity of our school and what we all bring to our school community is really important. Now, creativity runs throughout our curriculum, but we do have a wonderful big arts week, and we try to provide enriched curriculum opportunities for being creative. That might be creative writing or some dance that the children are doing. So lots of opportunities for our children to be creative, and that's a fantastic way to learn.
At Cathedral Primary School, we have an incredibly rich and varied curriculum. We use our location in the heart of the city to ensure that teaching is diverse and relevant to the children who come from all across the city. We've worked hard to ensure that our curriculum is carefully planned to build on children's knowledge and skills year on year. The majority of our subjects are taught through a topic approach, so that all learning links together and children really immerse themselves in that topic. We have an inquiry-based approach, which means that children work towards answering the questions that they themselves generate at the start of the topic. This may mean that through a science experiment or exploring art techniques, history, including drama, to design and technology. We're really passionate about music and ensure that our children get to experience a wide range of music teaching. Sarah will explain more about that later. We're also really pleased that we have specialist teachers in music and French and PE. We also have a beautiful forest site up at Fayland and are pleased to be able to offer children right the way from reception to year 6 the opportunity to have a block of forest school sessions each year. More about that later from John too. We believe that children learn best when they have experiences that ignite their imagination and create memories that they can talk and therefore write about. These experiences ensure that the children have learning experiences together, be it being dressed up as an evacuee or having a medieval banquet or visiting the Explorer Dome to see the night sky and the planets. We also have a very carefully planned curriculum for English and Maths, which is progressive and immersive. We're passionate about early reading and phonics. We teach phonics through Read Write Inc in reception and year 1. That's a phonics programme. In January, children are grouped for their phonics learning to ensure they have opportunities to learn in the way that meets their needs and provides the right level of support for them. We want children to be confident with their maths understanding, that they're able to explain their thinking and also apply what they've learned fluently in different situations. This is what we call a mastery approach. At Cathedral Primary School, we've planned our reading and writing curriculum to ensure that every child has opportunities to study really high quality texts from a range of different authors and genres. The book study approach means that children study texts in depth to understand new vocabulary, the structures of the writing and the grammar in exciting ways, including art and drama. Children are given opportunities to understand the structures of the texts so that they can use them as the basis for their own piece of writing and have the confidence to become really independent writers.
So music, as many of you will have heard, is a really important specialism in our school. But the core reason for doing that is that we want children to have opportunity to sing, to play an instrument, to listen to music, to compose, to improvise. And that approach in music is throughout the curriculum as soon as they enter school. We have some amazing whole school opportunities. So we do whole school singing, where we have the 4-year-olds right up to the 11-year-olds all singing together, and that's a really wonderful uplifting time in our week. Alongside this, we have lots of choirs that run. So we have an infant choir, we have a lower school choir, an upper school choir, and then we have an auditioned chamber choir. Lots of our children that become part of the chamber choir then will take the opportunity to possibly become a chorister, which is something that, again, we're really proud of, that we can hear our choristers sing in the cathedral. But alongside this, it's that weekly music lesson, which is really important to our children. So we work alongside Bristol Plays Music to provide whole class music lessons. Each year group learns a different instrument, right from we've got percussion to violin, African drumming, dudes and toots, brass, and finally in year 6, the most exciting one, they have a rock band, which our children really enjoy. Now we benefit from working in close partnership with Bristol Cathedral Choir School, which has, again, its music as its principal specialism. And I think one thing I would say about that is that we're very inspired with the quality of music and the opportunities children are given at BCCS. And it gives us that something to aspire to with our children. Our children really love to listen to them sing or listen to any of their ensembles if they get an opportunity. But I think one thing that's worked really well for us is that input from professional musicians and the access it gives us to superb facilities. So we're able to have some teachers, for example, for our individual lessons who work both at Bristol Cathedral Choir School and at Cathedral Primary School. We have an array of opportunities for our children to take up individual or group lessons. And currently at the moment, we offer piano, violin, cello, guitar, voice, flute, recorder, clarinet, oboe, brass and drums. And that list of different lessons is probably going to expand as we move through the school. Something that's really important to us is that link with the cathedral and the opportunities to perform there. We have a fantastic trust performance that we take part in, which is very special. We use the cathedral for a carol concert every Christmas. And obviously, we take up opportunities to go and listen to our choristers sing. Now, finally, what all this music opportunity gives to us really, and I believe, is that children have that confidence, one of our values that we've come back to. So this shows us, this is some of our reception children a couple of years ago, and they all perform in the Creswell Theatre, which we're able to use, which is part of the campus for Bristol Cathedral Choir School. And they perform at a very young age, and each child has something that they're doing, whether it be singing, reading, or a small dance, and it's always a very special time for us when we see them on stage. And I think what that does for our children is those opportunities to perform in that wonderful space as they grow throughout the school. They develop more and more musicality and confidence to be on stage. And this final picture here I'm going to show you is a picture of a performance we did of The Lion King. So throughout their school, and they build up that confidence, leading to an outstanding musical performance in Key Stage 2, an event that all staff get involved with, and the children thoroughly enjoy it to share their fantastic talents with us.
Hello, my name is Mr. Bainton. I'm the PE teacher here at CPS. We teach a really exciting and engaging Key Stage 1 PE curriculum that focuses on the children's fundamental movement skills. We use themes such as pirates and outer space to really help the children enjoy exploring how they move their bodies. We have the use of a wonderful playing field over at Fayland, and later on in Key Stage 1 and during Key Stage 2, the children get to visit here to use the facilities for lots of different sporting activities. We're also part of a couple of sporting communities. One is with the other primary schools in the Cathedral Schools Trust, and the other is called the Ashton Park School Sports Partnership. Through these communities, we take part in regular sports events and fixtures throughout the year in the local area. The whole school community finishes off the year together at the end of the summer down at Fayland, celebrating our sports days. A wonderful chance for us all to be together and demonstrate all the school values.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Withers. I'm the Forest School lead at Cathedral Primary School. We are so lucky to have a Forest School as part of the curriculum for all our groups from reception children through to Year 6. Forest School is an inspirational process that allows children to be at the centre of their own education, learning as they engage with the natural world. Forest School ethos gives an opportunity for a child's natural inquisitiveness and hunger for information to be encouraged, gaining holistically from this process. Exploring and developing imagination, taking managed risks, developing their own creativity, learning new skills, and having fun in the great outdoors. Studies have shown that Forest School programs help to develop confident, resilient, caring, independent learners through its provision. Cathedral Primary School believe in its merits of this. We see these qualities feed back into the classroom and school communities. This directly helps scaffold the school's core values. We have our own secure site at Fayland adjacent to the school playing fields. Originally, this would form part of the Ashton Court estate, and there's an abundance of trees and animals that share this space with us. We are so lucky. Cathedral Primary School is one of the pioneer schools in Bristol to make Forest School a regular part of the curriculum. We have invested in our staff to facilitate this and have a team of trained practitioners that work toward delivering inspiring sessions, building on each child's interests and motivations, giving positive encouragement as part of their education to create rounded, inspired humans. We also encourage parents and carers to come along and volunteer on sessions to help deliver safe, inclusive sessions. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your virtual tour. Just to leave you with a quote from Albert Einstein: look deeper into nature, then you will understand everything better. Thank you. Goodbye.
So thank you to Jonathan Withers and Andy Bainton for sharing the use of Fayland and our wonderful Forest School facilities. But obviously we are in Bristol, we are in the heart of the city, and outdoor play space is something that we have to utilise what we have and make the best of that, what we can do. So our reception children, right from they start, they have their own play space. So they have an opportunity to use free flow play area outside their classroom. And we recognise that this is really important for our young children to have opportunities to interact, to explore, to take risks, and that playing is so important to develop our younger children and prepare them for the curriculum in year one. We have various play spaces that we share with Bristol Cathedral Choir School, but most recently we have developed our Tump area that we call, which is in front of the school, which many of you may have seen. So this is a picture of our play space that was developed last summer, and a huge thanks to our PTA who supported us with raising the funds to do this. So you can see that the play space is really important to our early years children, but then we have opportunities to take those risks and explore on amazing play equipment that's been put into the school grounds recently. This final picture is probably the most special part of the playground, because this is what the children play on most, and it's the hollow log, where I've seen creative writing happening on there. I've seen children jumping for joy when they can finally jump on top, manage to get themselves on top of the log, or I've seen games of tag running around that lovely log. So we really feel very happy and grateful to have that lovely play space.
Emotional, mental health and physical disabilities. At Cathedral Primary School, we follow a graduated response to SEND. This means that we focus primarily on supporting children in class through quality first teaching, with some extra support from the LSAs that are attached to the year groups. If children aren't making expected progress, we'll work with families to consider what barriers to learning a child might have. We might try some different interventions or different support strategies to help your child, and we might carry out some extra screening or assessment. If we think it'd be useful to get some further advice or help, we can refer to some outside agencies, such as speech and language, physiotherapy, or the Bristol Autism Team. Most of these services are run by Bristol City Council, so there can be a long wait. Your GP can also refer to these services. Cathedral Primary School is an inclusive setting, and we strive to support all children to engage in learning and all other areas of the curriculum at school and activities that make up the school day.
Hi, I am Catherine Bailey, and I'm the Pastoral and Behaviour Lead at Cathedral Primary School. As a school, we are lucky to have a fantastic pastoral team. This is made up of a pastoral mentor, a play therapist, an ALSA, and a parent gym leader. As part of that team, we are working together to develop an emotional literacy programme, where we are supporting the children to gain new skills and tools to recognise their emotions. This is done through whole school tasks and lessons, group work, and one-to-one sessions. More information around this can be found on our school website. At CPS, we believe in celebrating achievements and recognising the hard work of children. In Key Stage 1, this is done by a star reward chart. The children are given pegs with their name on, and these are moved around the chart to represent the school values. The children are then given a sticker at the end of the day, which instructs their adult to ask them what value they represented. So it might say, I showed a value today, which one is it? In Key Stage 2, the children use a dojo system points. They are given a character and earn points when they show our values and positive behaviours in school. When they reach a certain number of points, they're rewarded with bronze, silver and gold certificates. The children are incredibly enthusiastic about our systems and love to share their achievements with you and the rest of the school community. We do this through whole school assemblies, key stage assemblies and value assemblies. The children receive a certificate in front of their peers. We hope to work in partnership with you to ensure that your child feels safe and happy at school.
Just to finish our presentation, I want to come back to that journey that your children take at school and how important it is that we instill in them what's really important in life. So we do a lot of charity work. So we recently did a large collection for the food bank. We've done Children in Need. We've done the Christmas shoebox appeal, Christmas jumper day, comic relief. But I think what's really important is that we get the children to understand why we do those things and the difference it can make to others, and that they need to be kind, confident citizens. It's really important to us that when they leave our school, that they understand what an impact and difference they can make as citizens in Bristol and how they move through life. And to our final slide, really, just to say that our intention is that the children leave our school as happy, confident people who've been nurtured and supported to be the best they can be, that they have strong relationships with their staff and the teachers that they've worked with, but that they'll leave us with fantastic memories and as really fantastic, great friends.